Even though some people thought Madam Web had the title wrapped up for Worst Movie of the Year in 2024, Borderlands came along a few weeks ago and stole the crown. In a lot of people's eyes, this is one of the worst things that's come out this year. And with a $120 million budget, plus whatever they spent for marketing and advertisement, this is going to be one of the biggest flops of the year. Borderlands is an insult to gamers, movie lovers, and carbon-based life forms. And the critics absolutely savaged this, and the audience that gave it a shot, they weren't too keen on the movie either. You can see from all critics right now, it's sitting at a 10%, and the all-audience score at 37%. But really the most spectacular disaster was the box office numbers, because it's one thing if a lot of people go out to try to give something a chance and they end up not liking it, but maybe it can still make some money. That was not the case with Borderlands, because now, after the second weekend took a nosedive, this is where we're sitting with Borderlands. $21 million worldwide. This is a catastrophic failure for them. And when you have a pathetically low opening, like an $8.6 million opening, you expect to not have a massive drop-off, right? Such a low starting number. You're probably going to have a decent hold at the box office, right? No. 72% drop. Under $2.5 million domestically for the second weekend of Borderlands. And it's so bad. We saw one of the Borderlands creators out there slamming fans, getting into fights, all these things over this flop. And it's such a bad flop that this is now the end result. Borderlands to release on streaming services less than a month after its catastrophic cinematic debut. Borderlands digital release coming within weeks of its disastrous theatrical run. Digital release set for August 30th, just 3 weeks post-theatrical debut, despite poor performance. So a movie that got released, I believe, on the 9th. I think that was the opening day for this. Let's see if we can find out. Yeah, August 8th was the previews. August 9th was officially the opening day. And 21 days later, it's already going digital. That's a big hint that this is a total nightmare, that they're just going to pull it from theaters almost as fast as they can. So just think about this. With a $21 million worldwide box office haul, the studio is going to get back approximately $10 million. That's how much they'll be getting back from the theaters for something they spent $120 million on. Even if it's a conservative marketing campaign, you're still talking about at least $150 million loss for this movie. That is horrifically bad. And maybe it's the best time or maybe it's the worst time for the announcement that Gearbox just made. New Borderlands game expected next year after film adaptation flops. Yes, it's true. Borderlands just a few hours ago released Borderlands 4, the official teaser trailer, supposedly coming at some point in 2025. I imagine they had this queued up. They were ready to go. They thought, hey, our name's going to be out there. People are going to be talking about Borderlands. The perfect time to announce the next game in the franchise. Oh, man, I don't know if they could have ever possibly predicted this. And it will be interesting to see. I don't know how much a box office flop, a failure at the box office, is going to impact the franchise overall. I think that more people are going to be affected for Borderlands 4 based on the meh reception that Borderlands 3 received. Now, that was almost 5 years ago at this point, but if you do remember over there for Borderlands, it was a very mixed reception for this. Not a lot of longtime fans of the franchise liked the way that they went. It didn't do as well as they had potentially expected that it could. So now the announcement of Borderlands 4 immediately on the heels of this flop, it will be interesting to see when it comes out. Probably around this time next year, if not closer to the holidays, would be my kind of guess. But what a disastrous turn of events. It flopped so hard that it's going to go digital 21 days after it comes out in theaters. That is essentially waving the white flag. We give up, we surrender. And what other choice do you have when every single theater is probably going to pull it from screens as fast as they can after this pathetic performance? A disaster from beginning to end, and the end was sooner than we thought when it comes to the Borderlands movie. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.